Alright, now we're going to discuss GDAX. So, what is GDAX? It's Coinbase's account behind the scenes where the exchange takes place. In GDAX, what happens is you have an active market of buyers and sellers that list their coins on a book order, and they place buy and sell orders, and whoever fulfills the order gets their Bitcoin or sells their Bitcoin. So we're going to try a GDAX transaction. First, we're going to deposit some money into GDAX. The way you do that is you go to the deposit tab, you go over to Bitcoin addresses, it gives you the address, you select it, and you can take that over to, in this case I have Poloniex. I'll enter the address and I'll select the amount of Bitcoin I want to send over here. I'll send over 0.2 Bitcoin, which is about $1,100 today. I'll select the amount and hit withdraw. It'll ask me for my authenticator, which I'll get off my phone. Let me pull that up. I'll enter the correct ID. And just changed, so I'll update it. Okay, so I've submitted the request to withdraw. It says check my email, and I'll do that on my phone. Let's see. So Poloniex has a two-step process where they require an authenticator and an email verification. Through email, you can approve your transaction, and the Bitcoins get sent over from the exchange over to GDAX.
Alright, just simple two-factor authentication.
Yeah, and basically that's added level of security on your account, so that you need to verify email as well as you need to verify your PIN code through your email system, so that your Bitcoin's protected. So I just received the email for the withdrawal confirmation. I'll click on the withdrawal link, and I have to hit the accept tab. That's taking a moment. Yeah, so Poloniex is pretty safe with their exchange system, and one of the better features of Poloniex is that they're very secure. So they make sure that your funds are safe.
Mm.
So let me just wait for the email to clear. Yeah, and it may take a few minutes just to get Poloniex working, because it is such a safe system for Bitcoin.
Right. And is there a limit in terms of just how much you could withdraw?
Right, so the daily limit is based on your verification level. I verified to the 3rd level, including my ID information, so you can withdraw up to $25,000 per day. In Bitcoin. So let me just, since my email is not pulling up right on my phone, let me try that again. And usually it just takes a few minutes to get it to go right. And it's faster on your desktop, but since Poloniex has mobile confirmation as well, it's not a big deal. Alright, so yes, send funds. So I just approved the order. It'll take a few minutes to load that instruction.
And this balance is gonna be sent to...
I'm sending it straight to GDAX, which is the exchange.
Right.
It's Coinbase's exchange, and it does quite good when you're buying and selling Bitcoin directly into your bank account. So let me just verify the transaction. I hit alright. It needs to load, so give it a minute. And you can check on your balances screen by going to deposits and withdrawal history, and it'll go into pending if your transaction is being processed. And it only does the complete once the first confirmation is completed. So give it a minute, and funds should be moving. The way you can also check if funds get to your account is to go to Coinbase. It'll show a direct entry into your Coinbase account. So I'll hit refresh, and it's still saying withdrawal. Not yet. Come through. Alright, So we'll come back in a few minutes just after the withdrawal is approved. What it does take is about 3 confirmations for funds to get to GDAX, meaning that it's going to take about an hour for the transaction to take place. So when we continue the video after we come back from a short break, the funds will be in our GDAX account. So let's take a pause and get to the next video. Alright, welcome back. So the Bitcoin got transferred into my GDAX account. I executed a market trade. I sold the 0.2 Bitcoin, and the way that works is you just click on the Bitcoin amount, hit sell, and place your order. And I got $1,133 worth of Bitcoin. Now to move that into your bank account, all you have to do is go to the withdrawal tab, go to bank account. It has your bank account populated from Coinbase, and you ask for the code from the Coinbase server, and it'll send it over on my email or on my phone. Give it a second. It should show up on my SMSs. But what's happening is this is just verification.
Yep. Like the two-factor authentication.
Yeah, it's a two-factor authenticator where you enter the code and it basically authorizes the sale. So I just got the code. I'll enter it in. And I'll hit the withdraw button after I enter the amount. So 33.30. And withdraw funds. It's processing. It's checked that the funds are withdrawn. Close it out. You can go to your Coinbase account, refresh it, and it'll show the withdrawal. So it's withdrawing to my bank account, and I'll have the bank withdraw within 1 to 2 days. And I'll send verification emails saying that the money has been withdrawn. But that's basically how simple the system is for processing Bitcoin. Now we had to take about an hour break while the coins are transferring over to my account because it takes 3 verifications or about 24 minutes to 25 minutes to send the funds. And we took a short break to get the funds, but then you can withdraw to your bank account right away, and you avoid the major fees of trying to buy and sell through Coinbase.
Yep. And I mean, do you want to go into the blockchain.info?
Alright, so let's look at the transaction that transferred from blockchain. If we go to balances, back to your balances account, deposits and withdrawals, and I'll load that up in a quick second.
And it'll show everything that Polnox
does. So we go to deposits and withdrawals history. The TX ID is your transaction ID that's stored on the blockchain. So if you copy the transaction ID and go to blockchain.info, you enter the TX ID and hit enter. You can see that my 0.202 Bitcoin was transferred over, and it was roughly $1,140 at that time, and it transferred over, and there's 19 confirmations since the time we sent the funds, which means
3 to 4 would
3 to 4 confirms it in Coinbase. So your transaction continues to get confirmed over time, but it only needs 3 to 4 to get the funds over. So I think that wraps it up, and we'll talk more about Bitcoin in the next video.
Sure.